Okay, so online students, can you see the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Visible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, students, pay attention. Okay, so in the previous class we completed discussion on pay for performance plans, which was on employee contributions. Employee contribution is one among the four policy choices in the pay model. Okay, so last class also I mentioned you. If you can remember these basic concepts and if you are able to communicate during group discussion or personal interview, that will help you in perform better in selection process compared to other students. Now for which definitely you need good resources, a good teacher and your willingness to read and understand. Okay. So now we are moving into Unit 5, which is a part of our employee benefits. Okay. So if we remember the basic components of salary or total forms of pay, one was base pay, then allowances and benefits, and third one was psychological. Okay. So in this part of syllabus we are going to learn about information on employee benefits. Other than basic salary, what are the different benefits that are received by the employees, which form part of the compensation. Okay, so this is more complicated compared to designing a basic salary. Okay. So in this chapter, so the chapter number is chapter 12, the benefit determination process. So in this chapter we are going to learn what are employee benefits, benefit planning and design issues, then benefit administration issues, factors influencing benefit choice from the employer's perspective. See, when we say benefit, like maybe it is a car, okay, provided by the company. Okay, so some of you, your parents are working, okay, and you can just think about it. What are the benefits that are offered by a company, which is a part of the compensation and which is referred as the total cost to company. Among MBA students, it is very popular CTC, cost to company. It includes all. Okay, compensate your base salary, okay, variable as well as benefits. Okay, it may be insurance, it may be okay, company vehicle provided or even driver provided for the company car to the executives. So let us see more in detail what exactly are benefits. So benefits are any perks. Perk is anything extra given other than compensation. So know the meaning of a perk also. Perk means anything extra given other than compensation is considered as perks. So benefits are perks. So benefits are any perks offered to employees in addition to salary. So the most common benefits are medical, disability and life insurance, and retirement benefits. Paid time off means a holiday. So Sunday is a holiday, but yet the employees are paid for that day also. Okay, you should know this. And fringe benefits. Okay, we'll consider that. So what are fringe benefits? Some common fringe benefits are basic items often included in hiring package or compensation package or cost to company. So these include, what are the fringe benefits? They include health insurance, life insurance, tuition assistance, child care reimbursement, cafeteria subsidies, below market loans. Okay, means below market loan means loan given at a rate of interest which is lower than what is provided by banks. Employee discounts, okay, then employee stock options, then personal use of a company owned vehicle. These are different fringe benefits. So I hope, so what are benefits? Okay, and the meaning of word perks and what are fringe benefits. So you should have clarity on this. Okay, so if there is any discussion on compensation or allowances or benefits, okay, you should know the meaning basic. Then you should have examples, it will enable you to discuss or speak confidently. Okay, so students online or offline, any questions regarding what are employee benefits or what are fringe benefits? Sorry? Employee discounts. So because you are an employee of the organization, when you make certain purchases, you will get some discount on the product. One simple example is my brother-in-law is a TCS employee, Tata Consultancy Services. So if you purchase a Tata Motor passenger car, you will get some discount. It is only for Tata employees. And Tata also has a Tata Chroma retail store and consumer durable store. Okay. So if they buy anything from their store, employees get some discount. Okay. Now there are a lot of examples here. I am not going to explain. It is not for explanation. It is only for information. Okay. So what are the different allowances? So you can see there is city compensatory allowance, hill area allowance, special compensatory allowance, special compensatory allowance, border area and a remote locality, special allowance, duty, special duty allowance, then island, not ice, island, okay, special allowance. So if you are working in an island, then you may get special allowance. It is all based on company policies. Then tribal area allowance, hard area allowance, like maybe a desert, okay, or Rocky Mountains, bad climate allowances. These are all American, but depending on the circumstances, each country will have their own types of allowances. Okay, so just for brief, okay, knowledge. Benefits. Okay, so you should have clarity on what are allowances. You cannot consider both of them as same. Okay, so these are allowances. And yeah, first among all, actually I am sorry, I skipped. Okay, which is one very common component in salary even in India. After basic salary, it is dearness allowance. Yes, very good. So dearness allowance to neutralize for the rise in cost of living. Okay, as explained in the text, the basis for neutralization varies between civil service and private corporate sector. Say like if my salary, if you consider I have a basic salary some X amount, and to that allowances are added. Allowances are certain percentage of the basic salary. So I hope you are able to understand. And at regular intervals, this dearness allowance rate is increased. Why that? Because again, when the dearness rate allowance is increased, my salary increases. So why to increase the rate of dearness allowance? Because due to the increase in cost of living, companies are entitled to, okay, are responsible for accommodating that rise in cost of living by way of increasing the dearness allowance rate. So along with the cost of living, companies try to increase the compensation by increasing rate of dearness allowance. Government does it and later private corporates follow it. But in government and private, this slightly varies. Okay. Then this one, city compensatory allowances. Yeah. So these dearness allowance was one which I skipped. I explained now, and these are the different types of allowances. Okay, from throughout the page they are there. You can always read them in ease, and it is also explained. It's not only mentioned here. What is it? Everything is explained clearly, and some are self-explanatory, like special compensatory remote locality allowance. Special compensatory border area allowance. If your posting is done on border, then you will get some special allowance. See, even what is this? Island special allowance. So if you are posted onto an island to work, you will have special allowances. But as I said, see, this is from American authored textbook. Each country will have their own set of allowances as well as the rate of allowances. Then benefits. Okay. So leave travel concession, LTC it is called as, for annual home leave or once in 4 years to travel to anywhere in India or for foreign travel subject to certain restrictions. Okay, but this is not provided by all employers. Okay. Holidays and leave facilities, then advances, special benefits for women. Okay. So these are the different benefits that are offered by a company, and it is included, the cost is borne by the company. Okay, so hence it is included in total compensation package, and it is referred to as total cost to company. Okay, so it will not be in the form of cash. When you have to avail them, only then the company reimburses those expenses. So after having basic clarity on what are employee benefits, what are allowances and what are benefits, we will move on to the benefit planning and designing. Okay. So why we always learn this planning and design, planning, implementation, control. Almost in any subject you learn marketing, you learn retailing, you learn HR, finance. Planning part comes. Planning and management part. Why? See, because here be it total compensation or be it benefits, they are not designed or decided for one employee. It is done for all the employees in the organization, and all employees do not contribute equally to the organizational goals, depending on their qualification, competency, skills, right? Okay, and depending on also the job description. Different jobs require different skills. So salaries are paid, okay? Different salaries are paid, different compensation amount is paid to different employees. So when a company plans to give the benefits which are included or which are part of the compensation, you need to plan them well for all the employees at all the hierarchical levels for all types of jobs. It will not be same. And doing this has to be done for all employees in the organization. So large organizations, okay, it becomes difficult. That's why they resort to planning and implementation of any activity including benefits. Okay, very systematically and very professionally they do it. And other than that, benefit also represent cost, because they are part of the total compensation. And these have long-term implications. One of the major costs to employer is employee salaries. Okay, and the benefits become part of the total compensation. Hence, they need to plan it in such a way where it should not become unnecessary burden on the company. Otherwise, company cost will be higher and their profits will be lower. Okay, very basic. So, while benefit planning and designing, the role of benefit in overall compensation package needs to be decided first. Why the employer is including benefits into the total compensation? I repeat, why the employer is including benefits in the total compensation. So, what role the benefit should play in overall compensation package? Okay, so now when competent, eligible candidates, look out for jobs, when they compare the different employers, they compare the compensation structure. So they not only are bothered about their base pay, but other than base pay for which they are entitled, what else they get, what are the other benefits they are going to get. So it is one of the ways to attract good talent. And also like dearness allowance, for example, if it is sufficient enough and if the company is regularly increasing the DA rate, so that will accommodate for the rise in cost of living. So these all things are considered. So what role benefit should play in the overall compensation package, the manager should decide first. Okay. Say for example, if the compensation objective, overall compensation objective is attract good employees. If the overall objective of the compensation strategy is to attract good employees to work in their company, what is the best way to achieve this? What is the best way to achieve this? How benefits can become, or how benefits can help the organization to attract good employees? What role benefits can play in attracting good employees? That role, clarity, the manager should have before deciding on benefits. Then it includes strategies for ensuring external competitiveness as well. See, as I mentioned, if eligible and competent candidates, when they apply, they might be get selected in more than one company, and then they compare the salary structure. So though let us say the base amount may be same, total compensation may be same, but if the benefits are properly designed and offered to the employees, it may attract talented employees. So that way, the benefits planning also includes strategies for ensuring external competitiveness. Like with the benefits, the pay package looks more attractive than competitors, though let us say the total compensation amount might be same. Now how the company finds out what benefits are provided by the competitors? As we said, we have studied it, how a company conducts a compensation survey of competitors. What is the basic salary, what is the variable pay? If you can recall something, whole chapter was discussed on that survey, and there are questions also, a lot of questions will come in examination on survey part. So if my company is planning to decide on compensation structure, internal structure, external competitiveness. Okay, they conduct a survey of competitors and they try to find out how much salary competitors are paying for the same job. What is their compensation structure? What percentage of that is base pay? What percentage of that is variable pay? And what are the different forms of variable pay? How do they measure performance? So all that information is gathered by way of conducting survey. Same way how compensation surveys are conducted, it is common among employers to conduct benefit survey also. So dear students, benefits are also important part of or important component of total compensation package. Okay. So any queries here so far? Now I will stop here. If you have any queries, okay. See, all the examples are clear. What are benefits? What are allowances? Okay. Examples are given. I explained it. You should know. And I also told in the total salary, basic salary plus TRNS allowance plus city compensatory allowances, something like that we get here also in our college also. Okay, and the dearness rate, okay, over a period of regular intervals, when the government increases the dearness allowance rate, okay, it is not binding on the private institutes, but still sometimes they increase the dearness allowance. Why government increases the rate? Rate means in percentages it will be. Okay, so why the government increases dearness allowance? Because allowance is calculated as a percentage of basic salary. Okay, so if the percentage of allowances is more, they will get more allowances. Why more allowance? Because the cost of living is increasing year by year. Okay, online students, any doubts or any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, I hope you are able to understand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Any questions here? So now the next topic, okay, is benefit administration process. As I said, okay, if you consider Walmart, like they have 1 million employees. Okay, okay, if any average company if you take, there will be number of like 10,000 employees, 20,000 employees, large scale organizations. So this benefit package has to be designed for all employees, and all employees are not paid equally because of the difference in jobs, skills, experience and requirements. So what are the issues faced by a manager while determining the benefits management, or while determining the benefits for employees? Okay, so these are the issues. Who should be protected? Protected means who should be benefited, whom the company should give, okay, these benefits what we read out. Of course employees, but anyway it's not that easy. I will discuss about that. How much choice employees must have among the array of benefits. See, in Fortune 500 companies or the top companies, professional high growth companies, they give an option to employees to choose from the different benefits, and they put a ceiling limit within which you can choose different benefits. Okay, it is not common practice in smaller companies or unprofessional companies. They give a standard package. Okay, so for everybody the benefits will be same. Then how should benefits be financed? See, to pay for the benefits, say for example leave travel concession, company has to pay money. So from where the money will come? Then are your benefits legally defensible? The benefits are also many a times mandatory by law of different countries. Like dearness allowance is mandatory in India also. So these are the issues faced by a manager while determining benefit or while administering the benefit process. So let us consider them one by one and know more about them in detail. So first thing is who should be protected or benefited, to whom the company should give benefits. Of course, employees, no doubt about it. But what is the issue? Organization has a variety of employees with different employment statuses. I hope you are able to understand. Okay. Now whether the company should draw a standard plan and give benefits, equal benefits to all employees, or it should customize the benefits. Okay, that is the issue in front of compensation manager. Students online, I hope you are able to understand what is the issue here. So related, okay, we have an exhibit here 12.3, contingent worker benefits compared to full-time workers. Contingent means part-time, not confirmed. Okay, full-time workers, of course we know them. Okay, contingent workers are temporary workers or contract employees they are called as. I hope you know the meaning. Temporary workers or contract basis employees. Okay, now what we say, who should be protected or given the benefits? Employees, of course we say, but is it that easy? Now any organization will have employees on contract basis as well as full-time basis. So will you give the same benefits to both? No, it depends on company, okay. But generally what is observed? Okay, so in this exhibit, these are full-time employees and these are part-time employees or temporary employees you can consider. Okay, so the percentage of benefit that is provided to full-time employees related to holidays up to 89%, but whereas for part-time employees 37%. Okay, so even if there is a part-time employee or contract employee, he will not get as number of leaves as the full-time employee gets. Then vacations, they are entitled for up to 90%. Okay, of the benefits, whereas the part-time employees are only entitled for up to 36%. See, it is a data, National Compensation Survey done in 2005, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay, it is available even on this website. Okay, .bls.gov. Okay, you can always, many a times I should tell you the websites, okay, and the links and the names of journals, magazines. At least once you try to visit those websites. So if you consider like life insurance, for example, okay, the benefit is provided up to 64% on an average. It is on an average, and the part-time workers are provided the benefit of life insurance up to 12% only. So the full-time employers are entitled for greater benefits compared to the part-time employees. That is what the issue is. Who should be protected? So it is one simple example. Okay. So again, based on the junior employees and senior employees, both may be full-timers, but will they get the same benefits? Like junior employees also get company car and company quarters? No. This is how it is discussed. So first issue, who should be protected or benefited, company has to decide. Second issue, how much choice employees must have among an array of benefits. So as I mentioned, professional organizations or large organizations, okay, often to make their compensation attractive to employees, they make it flexible. So employees can choose from the different benefits, but of course there will be a ceiling. Simply they cannot go on choosing anything and to any extent. Okay, there will be a choice mix and there will be a limit, ceiling limit. So they can always choose from. So the issue here is whether the company should design a standard benefits plan and implement for all the employees, or they should have customized benefits plan or different plans for different employees. That is the issue here. So employees are permitted great flexibility if flexible benefits plans are designed. Employees are permitted great flexibility by choosing the benefit options of greatest value to them. So if we consider this health insurance, dental insurance, vision, life insurance, dependent care, okay, then savings, okay, cashback. If you consider these different benefits, see, for a person who is married, okay, having kids, okay, will definitely go for dependent care or health insurance. Okay, so vision is eye care. So if a person is healthy, his eyes and teeth are very healthy, will he go for these options, dental and eye care? No. So this choice is given to the employees themselves. They can choose any of these options, and to the extent percentage also they can choose. So that is what is called as a flexible benefits plan. So in this exhibit 12.4, possible options in a flexible benefit package are considered. Okay, so you can consider this as A, B, C, D, 4 options for health. Okay, sorry. These are 4 employees who are exercising their choice in terms of health, dental, vision, life insurance, dependent care, savings and cashback. So if you look at employee 1, okay, so employee A, he has opted for, okay, so AE is average earnings, he is opted for life insurance 1 times of his average earnings, the amount we are talking. Then yes, he has opted for dependent care. Who are dependents? Wife and children. Means he is a married and person with having children. Okay, savings, no, then cashback. If there is any way, he will spend and cashback is given. That benefit is also provided. If again, not in every country or not in every company. Okay. So if you consider person B, yes, he has gone for vision benefit, eye care benefit, he might be having some problem with that. Okay, then his life insurance he has taken more, like 2 times that of average earnings. Okay, then savings is his interest. So this way, employee C, he has taken health option, or health benefit, vision benefit or eye care benefit, and he is opted for life insurance of up to 2 times of his average earnings. Okay, then employee D, same way. So this is called a flexible benefits plan. Okay, so the issue here is, if the company is providing flexible benefit plan, how many options should be given to the employees to choose from, and what should be the ceiling limit for each of the benefits. Okay, so this way the employees will get a customized benefit which will be useful to them, which will be of greater value to them. If they give us standard benefits plan, see, some may not be required and it will be unnecessarily wasted. Employee will actually not get the benefit, because if he does not have any dental and eye problem, so that he will never claim that. So though there is a benefit, but he will not get any benefit. Okay. So how much choice employee must have among an array of benefits? Of course, company decides the framework, they give the options, limited options, and the limit for each option is also set. Within that, okay, the employees are given an option to choose from. So employees also feel good about it. Management also will be able to keep the costs under control. Third issue, how should benefits be financed? Okay. See, employees have no personal interest in controlling the cost of benefits. Why the employee should bother about it? Who should bother? Employees have no personal interest in controlling the cost of benefits. If a benefit is coming to me, I will say, let it come. Who should be interested in controlling the cost of benefits? Employer, of course. Okay. So with the cost of benefits rising considerably, so over a period of time, when compensation surveys and benefit surveys are conducted, it is observed that over a period of time the cost of benefits are rising considerably. Employers are increasingly turning to ways for cutting their costs, even by way of cutting the benefits. Okay. So that way, when you reduce the amount of benefits, okay, so whatever you save from them, you can finance additional benefits to the same employee. Okay. Then last issue, are your benefits legally defensible? So many benefits like dearness allowance especially and city compensatory allowances are mandated by law, and the government also issues sometimes guidelines and sometimes it will be a law. So whether your benefits are complying with the laws prevailing in a particular country. Okay, so that needs to be verified by the managers. Benefits have to comply with the different sections of the tax code. If you can recall, okay, one news article I discussed in the class. Okay, those employees who, when they work from office, okay, and when they work from home, where they end up paying more taxes? You don't remember? Chapter 2, chapter 3, okay, somewhere in unit 1 or 2 I discussed that news. When employees work from home, they end up paying more taxes, because though the benefits are given, but they have to spend and claim. House rent allowance, for example, now they are living in their own home, so they cannot claim HRA. But since it is a part of CTC, it is a tax. Okay, so though they are not claiming, but they end up paying more taxes. That news I discussed, okay, news also shared in the classroom as well. So there are so many rules and regulations. In each country have their own rules and regulations governing benefits part of the compensation. So the manager should know what are the laws related to benefits, and when they design a benefits plan, that benefit plan should comply with the rules and regulations or laws in a particular country. Okay. So administrator should develop compliance checklist. Since there are so many rules and regulations in each country, administrators, those who are administrating benefits planning, they should develop a compliance checklist. What is the checklist? Point 1, point 2, point 3. What government is saying? All the 10, 20 items. Then you go on checking whether my benefit plan complies with point 1, point 2, point 3, you go on ticking. It's called a checklist. You write them all the government rules and regulations, and on the right hand side you put a tick mark whether my benefits plan comply with that law or no. Say for example, rate of dearness allowance, amount of city compensatory allowance, government has specified whether we are paying according to that or no. So administrators should develop a compliance checklist and regularly conduct audits to ensure that they are complying with the legal requirements. Okay. So these are the issues in benefit administration process. Okay. So if you have any questions now, this part we completed. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, any questions? So that is why I kept telling so many news articles. Okay, say hardly anybody brings news articles in such a subject. Okay, they say what news appears in newspaper for this subject. I have heard. I told you, you bring me any subject, including accountancy also, I can dig and show you the news. And simple one source, Times of India. I have been repeating since last more than a year now. But if you opt to different sources, you will have a lot of news for each subject. Okay, students online, any doubts regarding benefit administration issues?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any other student having any doubts or difficulties?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, great. Huh? So I'll move to the next part of the chapter. I think this is the last part of the chapter. Factors influencing benefit choice from the employer's perspective. Okay. So when an employer is designing the benefits plan, which factors influence this process of determining the benefits? Because the benefits also are cost to company. They become part of the total compensation package. So these following are the factors that are considered by an employer while determining the benefits in the compensation package. The first is relationship to total compensation costs. So in the total, let's say if I simply consider 100%, 100 points if I consider as the total compensation, what percentage of that is benefits? Because another part of that is base pay, another part of that is variable pay like incentives, bonuses. Okay, I hope you can recall. So what is the relationship to total compensation costs? As I mentioned, say for example, I'll give a very simple example, dearness allowance. Okay, including India, many of the countries or most of the countries have law for dearness allowance. So certain percentage of the basic salary is paid as dearness allowance, and it is a at regular intervals. Government increases the rate of dearness allowance. Why government increases? Whenever there is an increase in cost of living, to compensate that, they increase the rate of dearness allowance. So it means once a company decides and designs the benefits plan, let's say including dearness allowance, it has a bearing or impact on future of the company as well. The cost will continue to remain and rise. That is what we read in the first slide. The cost of benefits are rising continuously, and it is a cost to company, remember. So how benefits behave in relation to total compensation costs? Yeah, definitely if not designed properly, they go on increasing the total compensation cost. Then cost relative to benefits. So what are the costs that are incurred on behalf of the benefits? How they vary or how they behave? Then competitor offerings. So what benefits are offered by the competitors for the same jobs? What proportion of the total compensation are paid in the form of benefits? What are the different types of benefits? Then to what extent these benefits are given by the company in terms of cost? So that information can be provided by benefits survey, like compensation survey. And what is the role of benefits in attraction, retention and motivation of the employees? So I remember in one of the educational institute, so one of the employee, okay, so this college had a group health insurance plan, and his father was admitted into hospital, and about 2 or 3 lakh medical hospital bill was there, but that was all reimbursed by the employer, because that health insurance was a benefit was provided by the employer, and this employee was very satisfied, and he had a very good opinion about the company. He had satisfied, and he was motivated. Okay, I am talking about some 15 years ago, not now. Imagine 3 lakh rupees 15 years. Okay, it was a huge cost, and he was so happy, and he was telling everybody, this is what happened. Okay, my father was admitted, we were really worried about the cost of the hospital, but all the bill was reimbursed by the employer, okay, because of that health insurance benefit. Okay, so what role the benefits will play in attracting, retaining and motivating the employees, that has to be decided by the compensation manager. Then absolute and relative comparison costs. What are they? Decision on whether to adopt certain benefits. Say for example, leave travel concession or company car, for example. Okay. So while making this decision, okay, these decisions are taken in the light of impact on total cost. Say if you give a car to the executive, for example, this is one of the benefits, and you give a driver also, right? Imagine what all will come into picture when you give a car. Okay, maintenance of the car, general service, insurance, fuel, it is a recurring, continuous expenditure. And then on and above that, if you give a driver, he will also become company employee. Again for his basic salary, benefits, allowances, right? His increments. See, imagine it's not that easy. Benefits, when you say, we may read them simply, but they have a impact on total cost of the company, and they keep rising year by year. Okay, so that is the reason why decision on whether to adopt certain benefit or not must be considered in the light of the impact on total cost and in relationship to expenditures of competitors. How much competitors are spending on this benefit for the same job. Okay, so these two aspects are considered while determining the benefits plan. Okay, so this is a small chapter and with simple topics. So benefits. So any doubts here? Students online or students in the class? I'll give you a couple of minutes to think, and if you have read any news about compensation subject, okay, related or general news also related to compensation, you can share in the class. Or if you have any doubts, you can ask again from any slide. Okay, students in the class, any doubts? Okay. See now, Sharon, pay attention here. Okay, so let me see still there are 3 more chapters remaining from, this is the only chapter in Unit 5. There are 3 chapters in Unit 6. Okay, so let me see this week, another 2 classes I will have. If it is like this, easily which can be completed, but without running fast. Okay, now I did not run, it was a moderate speed, normal speed, but still I was able to complete the chapter. If it is like that, then it will be easy for me to complete the remaining 3 chapters also. Within the only I will have now 6 classes. This week 3 classes, next week 3 classes. But if I feel that by this weekend, that is Friday, that time remaining will not be sufficient, okay, then what I am planning to do is I will record my classes for 1 or 2 chapters. Okay, so with my laptop I'll do it, more clarity in video as well as audio, but I think this is also good. Okay, recording of audio and video quality is better when I upload, because I listen to them again. Okay, so I will inform you which chapters I will record and upload, but only condition is I will personally follow up. All 32 students would have seen the video. It shows me, right, you know that views, number of views for the video. And please understand, those who have not gone to the depths of YouTube analysis, it also shows the average viewer viewing time. See, if my video is of 30 minutes, average viewing time should be 30 minutes or more. Means what? Everybody should have seen the full video. and sometimes it shows individually also. Number of views, how much time they have viewed. So it is possible for me to make out whether all students have viewed the full video or not. Again, it is only for your benefit, remember. Okay. So, but that I will tell you on Friday. By Friday, I will be able to fairly come to know, okay, whether I will be able to on live session. Okay, but it is same. See, as you know, the interaction is very minimal, even in online class. Unless I prompt, I push, force, nobody speaks. Okay. Same class, it will be available in a recorded mode, that's it. So that I can take my own time to explain, and you will get all the concept clarity in detail and at a slow pace, not even moderate, at a very slow pace. Students online, you heard me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
understood what I am trying to say? There are 3 chapters remaining, and
Yes,
if
sir, yes.
possible, I will complete them like this only. Otherwise, 1 or 2 chapters I will record and upload them into YouTube and share the link in Google Classroom. But only condition, you all, it's compulsory for all to view the video, full video. Online students, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Then later don't say, and PPT also will be shared in the Google Classroom. Same method it is, only thing it will be pre-recorded. That's it. Otherwise I can read the slide and finish all 3 chapters in one class also. You have experienced to different methods. If you tell me, sir, for namesake you read in the class and complete the syllabus. Okay, now it is okay.
No, sir.
Good, very good. Okay. Okay then. So I will end this chapter. And I will stop sharing. How much time still we have? Okay,
6 minutes, sir.
6 minutes.
6,
Okay, then it is not wise to start the next chapter. But see, some interaction should be there. Now 1 minute. Just a minute.